guess if I put it, I don't know where to put it at. To give you guys it's kind of in the way no matter what I do. I guess I'm done with this screen, so I'll take this down. So I get rap with y'all, man. Right now it is 2:57 in the morning. I don't get why this is right there. Yeah, there we go. Everything's good. All right, yeah. So right now it's 2:57 in the morning, and I am running off one last job. I know the real hustler's gonna be up late, but I consider you a hustler too if you tap in and you tuning into the replay right now, because I think I'm saying some things that are important, but to the 5 people up right now at 3 in the morning, shout out to you, man. Shout out to you for seeing this and tapping in. So I hope I say something that's impactful to your entrepreneurial journey. What up? What up? And so right now I got a job that I'm printing for an event that's going on next week. But I said I'll be out of town, so get me everything together and I'll make the first batch. It's a full week long. And I'm like, I'll make the first batch and then I'll have them to you before I leave, so that way you got everything. And then, when I get back, I can have shirts ready to go. I get back Monday, so if there's anything else, I just don't want to do everything on Monday. I want you to go in there prepared. So they've already added 2 orders, 2 additional orders of shirts. I was actually able to combine the first one, but I wasn't able to get the second one in. So it's like 3 or 4 shirts. I asked my boy if he orders this week from Sanmar to order me them. Sometimes you got them small orders, and kind of, not that they get in the way, but like if they could be super inconvenient. Shipping out of these places is not cheap. For 1 to 3 shirts, and it's free for a lot of shirts. So you got to try to hit the $200 threshold, even when you're a small business, as best as you can. Now, I do not suggest people shop at like a Jiffy shirt or anything like that. I suggest that you Stan did. What up, man? I know you're an OG. We got some sayings. The OG's got some sayings around here, man. Dang, you got 16 people on it right now. Sheesh, 3 o'clock in the morning, 12 o'clock in LA. I'm only saying that because I'm on my way. I'm on my way to LA. So, I wanted to talk to y'all, man, about just the entrepreneurial journey. And sometimes something may not be going right for us. And something may not be going right for you in business or in what you want to do. It may not be ending up where you see it going. And there's 2 things that I want you guys to understand. The first thing you gotta do is look at you like, are you really pursuing what you say you want? You know what I'm saying? Like, I ask myself often, like, bro, are you setting yourself up to be where you want to be, or are you just doing this, right? And I gotta justify every decision I make based on, is it helping me get where I want to go? Or am I flat out just doing it because I love to do it? And this has been a tough one for me at the current moment, because I decided to start coaching high school football, not for the money, but for my personal enjoyment. However, the situation isn't turning out to be an enjoyable situation. Right? So it is creating this conflict. It's like, is this the best use of my time? Or is this something that I'm doing just because I wanted to do it? This is like a personal, I won't say a goal, but like, we got things that we want to do in life. Like, we may want to play a sport, or, I still play flag football, and it may be things that you want to do that you just do because that's what you want to do, right? Not necessarily tied to anything else. But for everything else that is not for personal enjoyment, you have to make it work for you. And it may not be going in the direction, but it also may not be the thing that's going to get you there. Maybe, and this is how I look at my t-shirt business now, it's like, maybe this is just for me to pay the bills. Because of how I want it to look and the things I want to do, I'm on a different journey. I use this to learn what I know. I use this to learn to be able to go and apply. Because this is the ultimate college, right? Playing this game of entrepreneurship is the ultimate college. You take your lessons into the next. Or at least for me, it should be. And some of us get into the game and we go build multi-million-dollar businesses. Some of us teeter a line. Some of us make nothing at all. Some of us don't care to make money. You got to decide what you in it for. You got to decide what you are in it for. So, she said, good question. Like, I'll tell you some of the things I'm working on right now. So, I'm going to the GPX show in LA. If you're in the area, you should come. If you're within 4 hours of anything that I'm doing, you should pull up and print with me, have conversation, get in the classroom with me, and talk about how to really level up your business from a t-shirt printer standpoint. What I figured out, and it's not necessarily just to do with t-shirts, and that's the beautiful thing. This is why I've been like, wait a minute, this is the entrepreneurial journey. No way it's 88 people here at 7:42 in the morning. I don't believe it. That's crazy. That's crazy. Well, good morning. Again, I hope I say something impactful to you guys. That threw me off, almost made me lose my train of thought. But, okay, so it made me realize that I was on the entrepreneurial journey. And right now, I am working on and building, I'm doing marketing for a food truck, right? If you guys follow my personal Instagram, you guys see it. I'm applying all of the same principles that I'm telling you guys to apply. All of the same principles that made Supercolor what it was, that made T-shirt Side Hustle become what it was. I'm applying all of the principles of that to food truck. Just to prove that, this isn't necessarily about the product that you chose, you choosing to create T-shirts, right? Oh, shoot, I said 7 a.m.? I meant 3 a.m. Whatever. But maybe if you look at it and say, bro, if I just apply these business principles, if I can figure out a successful structure for a business, I can use this and apply it to any product. I can use this and apply it in any situation and get it to some degree. There's some factors that I understood and I now know that create the best timing for an idea, for a launch, right? There's factors that go into it. There's some natural factors, like how DTF took over the industry because it was just some new phenomenon. And then there's manufactured need. And that's what you do through influencers. And you can get influencers in any case, in any situation. You can become one in any situation. And so I'm going to be on my personal Instagram. I'm going to be kind of showing people behind the scenes as me. I'm marketing all these businesses. I'm getting ready to go on a, what's this? We about to head into September. So I'm about to go on a 15-month just marketing fest across multiple different industries. Because the crazy thing about all of the work that I did when I did it behind the scenes at Supercolor, it's like I didn't do it for credit. I did it because this is what I thought would make something go and be successful. And I went into it very, very eyes open, knowing what I could produce, not knowing it would be nearly as crazy as what it was. But I want you guys to understand that the lessons is what I was after. You guys should be after the lessons, right? The first thing you want to do is figure out what you're trying to, what are you focusing on? What are you trying to do? Where are you trying to go? Then ask yourself, how can you build a business to help you do it? Like, I'm getting ready to now, we talks about opening a second restaurant, actually a physical location for the food truck. So I'm thinking about a partnership, putting some money in and taking some ownership. And I'm talking to my friends about it, and they like, well, you could just start your own. And I'm like, you're right, I could. But what y'all don't understand is that me and this guy were tent to tent. When I say tent to tent, he broke 50 of my tents. Right? Like, we were tent to tent. He was selling chicken, I was selling t-shirts. It was years of grinding since we graduated in 2013 to now. It's been over a 10-year grind for him and myself. And looking at it, it's like, well, you can, why would I want to reinvent the wheel and go through 10 years R&D? I've been working a food truck, having the time of my life, doing marketing, just working a food truck. I've been having the time of my life, the learning experiences of my life. And now I'm looking at, and I've been able to speed up the process of learning the business to like literally 2 months. I know how to do everything but cut the fire on. But I did it with the purpose. It's this diner one of my friends works at. And I'm like, I want to come work at the diner. Like everybody getting jobs. I want to get a job. You don't want to get a job at the diner. I do want to get a job at the diner. I do want to go be a apprentice chef, because when I say that, why reinvent the wheel? Maybe this business is just meant to give me cash flow to go buy the next truck. Maybe this could be a revenue stream that helps me grow the revenue stream and say, hey, I start with this one, and then I open up this concept. I want to do a brunch and barbecue concept, right? So, okay, maybe I can go about it this way. But I use these we said brunch and barbecue. But anyway, yeah, but maybe I use these lessons to, put me in position for a brand new concept down the road. Maybe this business is just to cash flow me some money to do the next one. And we can do 220 next year. I got a 50-50 partnership. We do on pace, and we keep it where it's at. We open up a new place and bring in 250. on a 50-50 partnership, profit, let's say low end $100,000. That's 50 bands. What's the buy-in? Oh, that makes a ton of sense. I don't know why I'm not putting no pressure on this left side. I'm telling you all this because the give you the tutorial of how to screen print, I can do that. I can record a free class I will do that to show you guys how to screen print. But the work isn't in any of the physical. The work is literally in building a business. If you focus on learning one of the many ways to build a business and you continuously perfect your what it is that you do, what you feel like you need to be successful to get it done, to reach whatever level you can get it to or you like to get it to, for me, it's like the 6-figure mark. That to me is the first sign of anybody can get there with any product doing anything. And I firmly and wholeheartedly believe that and have proven that. But I've also proven a strategy that I literally implemented to make all of these ideas for all of these companies, campaigns work. That is my give. So cool. I want to do more of that across multiple industries. I was able to build a framework that I could take to a food truck, that I'm about to take to a phlebotomy business school, that I'm about to try to implement in a way that the core things you need to really be successful are in place. You need somebody to do the work. You need a way to fulfill the product that doesn't take up your time. Or if it does, it takes up my boy's time, you got to bring somebody in to do some marketing for what you're doing. You can be it, or you can have somebody else be it. An easy way right now is hiring influencers. But you got to build the buzz. When I say it's manufactured, you can buy an influencer. You know, you could pay a food critic to come in and review your food, right? Or you can let it happen organically. Somebody said, why? Why to what? I don't know what you're asking why to. I like to save all the big shirts and kids shirts for last. I think it's like a 50-piece order. I'm going to have to speed up my process because I got to catch a flight. So, I hope what I'm saying makes some sense and is of some value. Because it's not the how to cut vinyl and how to put rhinestones and all of that stuff. I think all of that stuff is needed. But if you really if you in it for what I intended this channel to be for, we gotta grow and elevate, man. We gotta grow. We gotta elevate. And I want to give you guys the lessons that I've encountered, that I've learned over the last 4 years. What they say, I hear motherfuckers saying they made Hove. Made Hove say, okay, so I just make another Hove. I just go make another Hove. Why are you making shirts? 'Cause this is what I do. It's a hustle. Pay the bills. Man, this is real talk. The work is really about starting a business and growing. That's it. You got to define what the growth is. That's the piece that people miss. Like, define what the growth is in your personal life and use the business to help you achieve that. If it's freedom you want, that doesn't mean you want to come and slave away pulling a squeegee if you want freedom. No, you want freedom, so you got to build a business in a way that is ultimately going to bring you freedom, which means you can't do all the work, which means you got to hire. And if you start to do some of those things, it's going to lead you to say, oh man, it's going to stop you from saying, I'll never be able to afford to hire somebody, or all of the things that we make excuses to why we won't. Oh man, what if they mess up? And it removes all of that because it gives you a positive way. Like, yo, I want to have freedom. I want to get up and go. I want this business to be bringing me money. I want it to be an asset. You can make the choice to make the business an asset. Right? And then you can still print. You can still do all the things you need to do, but you can be setting yourself up. That's what I said earlier. It's like, am I setting myself up? Like, I know I'm not where I want to be, but am I setting myself up to get there? That's the ultimate question. Because anything else, you just bullshit. And that's okay too. But you got to be real with you. Am I really doing what's necessary to get, to make my print shop 6 figures? I had a great coaching call yesterday, man. And the guys, I don't think it's too perfect. The guy got a partnership. It's kind of feeling like it's one-sided. And so they're thinking about dissolving the partnership, which I'm like, it's not a bad idea. It's actually great. However, it's things that we can do to continue to work together. Like, you working a day-to-day, he's not involved, that door can still be open for him to find business and bring business, and then y'all split the money. You don't have to be in a dedicated partnership. I've been there. I've tried to start software companies early on. It's funny that I'm doing like social media marketing and like marketing in general. I made a company years ago, and I could probably find the logo on my Instagram, called Socially Market Me. And I was like building out this thing and all this stuff. I was going to manage social media accounts and for businesses and all of this stuff. And then it flips, and that's what I'm doing today. I had the vision for this. Things for me work. I had the vision for this years ago. However, I started. I probably got an Instagram page, a logo, everything. I got everything for it. Everything's already prepared. And then I'm like, oh man, I know what it takes to do that. That wasn't going to be really it for me. That wasn't going to be what I would end up doing. I don't know why I'm not putting no pressure on this left side. It's time for a new black squeegee. It's time for some new squeegees all around. But I truly, I could make tutorial videos and stuff like that, and I could go chase affiliate dollars, and I may sprinkle some videos in here, but like, come on, man, the pandemic is over, the games is over, the party's over. We got to set ourselves up to be successful, man, in the long run, right? Like, it's no retirement structure for me. Like, if I don't set myself up to retire, it ain't gonna be no retirement structure. Right? It's never going to be a point in life where I don't work. And even if I had it, I'm still going to work because that's just me. Even if I could go out and travel and live nomadic for the rest of my life, I'm still going to work. Because it's just what I do. Like, I'm going to continue to try to get better. But if I don't set myself up for that, bro, I'm going to be an old ass man working or facing homelessness like everybody else. Some of us are like that. Hey, you got to understand where you are and where you want to be. You know, I talk to so many of you guys who are like holding on to some, but you're an adult, you holding on to some childhood trauma, but you're an adult now. It's not an excuse that you didn't learn how to do something. And I'm speaking from experience. Like, bro, I can't blame my mom for not teaching me about taxes. Right? Her view on taxes and my view on taxes is two totally different fucking things. She thinking employee taxes. I never thought about employee taxes. I didn't need to because I know I didn't want to be an employee. My mom said, My son said he would never work in fast food. And he gets on a truck at 36, 37 years old and is working in fast food on a food truck. What in the heck? Like, I swore up and down I'd never work at McDonald's. And it wasn't nothing against me. I could make $7. At that time, like, minimum wage was like $7, $8. I could make that doing anything. I was selling ringtones, making that. I was already doing that. I'm not doing that. There's things that I wish I would. Now, looking back, I wish I would have done it. Because the structure that I had to figure out in 2020, that's what I ultimately learned. The structure for what was needed is like, bro, you don't got a goddamn clue. You are recreating everything that's already been created. What the hell are you doing? But some great experience, some great knowledge, and just trying to figure it out. But now, sometimes you figure it out that you already figured it out. Like, I'm at the point now where I've already figured out what I needed to figure out. Now it's time to apply it. And for you guys watching right now, for you guys, like, oh man, Stan, I'm not a marketer, or I don't know how to market, or whatever the case is, what I want you to understand is there's core things that you need to know how to do. And if you figure out how to do those things for whatever it is that you're working on, whether you want to do something or not, it has to be done. So either you're going to do it or you got to hire somebody to do it. Because there's core things that need to be done. Somebody has to take ownership of the business. Somebody has to be the face of the business. Somebody has to be the lifeline of the business. Somebody has to be the marketer of the business. Somebody has to market the business. If it's not going to be you with Chase, then you can use assets like graphic design and video and commercials to tell the story, right? Or you can bring in influencers, or you can hire someone to be it. You can manufacture it. You can do it. But it's no matter who does it, it got to be done. That's what I'm about to show y'all over the next 15 months. It doesn't matter. On the other side of that, somebody got to be able to fulfill the product. Somebody has to be able to do the work. Whatever it is, when you do market it, because you can't do both. I know you can hustle your way through both. But if you're trying to get to a certain level, you can't do it all. And I feel like that point is, once you cross that 6-figure mark, the biggest lesson is that, yo, you can't do it all. So you gotta really look at the process. How can you do fulfillment? How can you get more customers? You do them too. Oh man. So ask yourself, what partnership do I need to get to the next level? Who do I need to add to the team to help me get to the next level? And you don't have to add them on the team and like, bro, just pay somebody for a pay. I want to do this. How much is it going to cost? You can run a campaign. You can run a campaign. And at the end of the day, like, I'm at a point where it's like I had to step back to set myself up to step forward. And now we back at the point where now it's like I'm a step behind where I need to be. Excuse my analogy. But this shit's about to take off like a rocket ship. Like, I'm crawling right now, but tomorrow I got a couple things going on. But any given day, things can take a crazy turn and I'm running. I'm skipping the walking phase. Bro, I had to take the time to really correct and really reflect and then figure out what I was going to implement it on, what I was going to do, what was going to be the thing. I'm talking to one of my friends about the business opportunity and like, yo, listen, I think this might be the one for us to go. I think this might be the one. You got time. I got the know-how. I think this might be the time. Here's what it's going to take. Coming to the table in a partnership and be like, yo, this is what we're going to have to do. Bro, it's all hands on deck. You're going to have to learn how to cook. I'm going to have to learn how to cook. Our girlfriends are going to learn how to cook. The kids going to have to learn to work the register. We're going to grind this shit out till we can bring in some random people. The business is rolling, and we can just pay somebody and then we can eat off the top. Or you can continue to work if you want to. But the goal ain't to work. But you got to learn. We got to set it up. And then we can put it on autopilot. Bro, we got to come up with X amount of dollars. It'll get us X amount of ownership. And what's up? You want to ride it out? I'll make those shirts for you. I wish you was here. I'm trying to get somebody to print now, man. Like, that's the last thing that I got to do in this side. I can get somebody to print here. I'm going to do some outsourcing, but if I could get the basics done here and not have to outsource it, yeah. I'm trying to learn. Bro, I show you everything you need to learn. The biggest lesson is learn to go find a business. This is the easy part. Don't spend no time. Go sell and then figure it out. Create yourself a brand and telling people that you print shirts and then figure it out after. That's the best piece of advice I could give anybody trying to start. Go sell it. Go see if you can sell it. If your intention is to start a business doing it, forget doing it. Go figure out if you can sell it. Go sell it and then call me. Go get your first t-shirt sale. All we need is time. All we need is time. Go get your first t-shirt sale and give me a call. We don't call, oh man, I need the shirts tomorrow. I need at least 2 weeks. We gotta get your bearings straight. It's gonna be a learning process. We need a sizable, not a one-off or two-off. Go sell a 50, 100 pieces, 25 pieces, and give me a call. And better yet, I really want one of y'all who has not sold a t-shirt out there to do that. Mention this video. You said if I go find a job, you'll make sure I make some money. Literally, go and do that. Shoot me a DM on Instagram. You say that, I want to document the process with somebody who's never sold a t-shirt. This is how to make money with no money. I done told y'all how to do it. I'm going to show y'all How to make money with no money. That's about to be a class right there. How to make money using other people's money. All right, we're getting down to it. This is a really lax printing day. Go home, hop in the shower, fly to LA. LA, LA. Sheesh. Take some more right now, because before I forget, a couple of Pelon. fixed it. Is it back? Dang. If it ain't back, then I'm just gonna cut the live off. Alright, cool. I was just gonna cut it off if it wasn't back. Phone calls do that sometimes. Oh, I was saying that the 6X brings back memories. My very first print job, printed all these 5 and 6X's, and they was all crooked. I didn't know how to line a shirt up. From that day forth, I had to perfect the method to how to line up 6X shirts. I had to improve upon my knowledge base. Make sure I get that left side. Need to be out of my house by, here go another one. I need to be out of my house by 4:15, 4:30. So the way I do it, I use the same thing with my fingers that I do with my fingers when it's a smaller shirt, but now I gotta implement my arms to do it. It takes a little bit longer. Got a couple kids. Kids get the same size as adults. Move it up a little bit. This right here was $10 a shirt, $10.50, and I am using Port and Company. The kids' ones are Gildan's. Slight color difference, but it comes with the game. Like that. That is a wrap. Now you pack up to go hasta luego, hasta mañana. Thought I had another small squeegee, but it doesn't look like I do. All I got is my 2-inch joint. So all I got is this one. I need to. Which one of these would be the easiest to clean off? This one maybe. a couple of things I needed. Gotta get them. Some Pelons and a full-size squeegee, just in case. I don't know if I need it. Just in case, just in case. All right, y'all. That's a wrap. I'm about to throw these shirts in the bag, rather the box, and I'm getting out of here. I'm getting out of here. My mom, hopefully one of the kids is up. Ah, my legs. Flag football got me hurting. Getting old, man. Getting old. All right, y'all. I'm out of here. Peace.